Hi Divine Masculines, Divine Feminines, Twin Flames. Welcome to this Twin Flame Tower Love reading or DMDF reading. My name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. So in this reading, I'm going to ask, what do you need to know? How do you feel about them? I want to know what's going on with you. More importantly, how do they feel about you? What are the hidden factors? You know, what's going on behind the scenes? And I'll look at the base and I'll see, you know, why is this all happening? What's going on? That kind of thing. There's not going to be an extended for this one. I'm just going to jump straight in and pull out a couple of cards. So let's start. So what do you need to know? Let's start with that, right? If you're new, I've got a Facebook group. I post far more in that Facebook group, and there's people that are in mission that post on there as well. So you get far more than just a tarot reading. Then you click onto another tarot reading. You get actually information of why you're a twin flame, why you feel you're a light worker, about light workers twin flames mission, how to get into mission. I can help you with that, and also how to get with your person, right? That's the main thing. Well, it was for me. So that's in the Facebook group. Links in the description box below. It's free to join, and it's a private group. It's for people who want to take the next action step. If you're just like happy, which you're not happy just watching tarot, because it doesn't do anything. So how can it make you happy? It's like, I'll just be honest, it's an addiction. It's like a drug, short term. So let's see, what do you need to know? So the Two of Swords and the Emperor, I can't pronounce that. The Empire, him, right? Control, stability and order, structure, indecision. Sorry, that was first. Two of Swords, indecision, being guarded, protecting your heart. So I feel with both of you, I feel this energy that you're both protecting your heart and focusing on building your own work, business, your house, your home. That's what I'm feeling with both of you. There's an indecisive behavior, because I was getting initially, when I was pre-shuffling, Nine of Pentacles, and that's you, both of you, trying to be independent. So let's see, how do you feel about your person? And then I'll clarify with my other cards. My cards are on the website if you're interested. If you're a beginner at tarot, if you get into mission, why I tell you to start tarot is not because, oh, I love tarot, although I do. I love several things and I do several things, but because tarot connects you upstairs. So say you're posting 4 to 6 every single day, tarot readings, which thousands of tarot readers do. So I don't know why people leave when I tell them to do that, right? But if you do that, then you obviously get more guidance and they tell you where to go. Most people ain't doing anything because they're ignoring their guidance or not confusing it with ego or stuff like that. That's why I always say get into mission and start with tarot. Then you'll get the guidance and you might say, oh, all right, I'm going to do Reiki now. I'm going to do acupuncture, whatever. Do you see? So anyway, so let's jump in again. Just a little side note. So because my cards are here, so the beginnings cards. Okay. So Seven of Swords. This is you. How do you feel about them? Sneaky. Contradiction, right? So Seven of Swords to the Sun. So you think they're sneaky, lying, cheating, but they're your happiness. So there's a, like I said, this is why this is Two of Swords. Your indecision of what to do. So this is ignoring the situation. I'll be honest with you. I'm just saying. Okay, so how do they feel about you? That's what you want to know, right? How do your person, how do they feel about you? Spit it out, Sophia. Spit it out. There's something about colours as well. Different colours, different cultures, different ways of being. There's something like that. And it's interesting because I've been having readings lately with people who have differences within the same element. For example, my person is Rasta, but I have Rasta ways. See, I'm totally, well, I wouldn't say totally ital, but I eat far more natural ital food than my person, for example. I make natural products for my hair, my natural shampoo. I've got natural toothpaste. I make it myself. All this kind of thing. You see, he doesn't. But he is Rasta in, you know, he wants dreadlocks. He knows all about Haile Selassie, stuff like that. See, we're both Rastas, but I don't go out there and say I'm Rasta because I believe that Haile Selassie was like Martin Luther King, John Lennon, and all other major leaders. They preach the same thing, one love, right? Bob Marley, one love. So I don't state that I am Rasta. Why I'm saying there's something like that in this reading. For example, you might be spiritual, your person might be spiritual, but your spirituality is to learn esoteric, the hidden, the unknown, the Kabbalah, the what David Icke, Mark Passio and all that, what I talk about, the hidden spirituality, which we don't like to even call it spirituality. Well, your person is the 3D. That's why I say they are supposed to do the Reiki, acupuncture, yoga stuff. You're supposed to be the esoteric, but it's still spirituality. There's elements, and with religion, like I said, with Rasta religion, I don't class it as a religion. So there's rivalry within the same element is what I'm seeing within this reading. I'm just saying. How do they feel about this? Could be like, which I don't understand, with Indian culture. Like, I know that Sikh don't marry Muslim, something like that. There's something like that as well, which that's racist in itself for me to say it, because I thought, oh, what you were. I used to think when I was younger, I'll just be honest, you know, well, they're Asian or they're Indian, so Indian like Indian, right? Because I was naive. Come on, I was 17. Actually, I was dating an Indian guy at the time, and he was telling me about it. So I was like, that's weird. But it's more weird and more racist because this is just simply a bodysuit. Energy is all one. So this is simply what I choose to experience to be on this planet, right? Okay. So once again, let me carry on. So how do you feel about them? That's that. How do they feel about you? There it is. Okay. 8 of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. I'll show you and then I'll clarify. Hard work, determination, 8 of Pentacles. I feel there's a contradiction. This is all contradictions. It's contradictions. And this is about judgment. And I've done a video about that to mission people. And I'm like, look, most people judge me. And I know that. Most people don't say it, right? But they do. I know that because I come across blatant. And I know that. But it's not about that. This planet is about align with the frequency of love. Loving things, situation, people, circumstances and events, let's just say. So if you don't book me or work with me, which this planet till 2025 is all about collaboration, because isolation is separation right over there, but with your own business. Collaboration, for example, if you book me, and I'll tell you why this is important. If you book me, I will say, okay, you need this because I can read you, go to that person. That's collaboration, right? That person don't then, oh, here's a 20 quid, Sophia, tuck, for giving me this client. No. Then when that client maybe gets someone, they might say, well, go to Sophia because she is deep in image reading. That's what collaboration is. Now, the contradiction I'm seeing this, and this is about contradictions, is reading about judgment, the judgment card. So it's a wake-up call for you to stop judging people. Because like I said, I give more than anyone I know. And that, I don't know anyone. I'm talking about on the internet, on television. Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Abraham Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, all these people that you lot watch in the background because they don't talk as harsh and blatant as me, right? Don't give fuck all to what I give in my Facebook group. I have Twin Flame community, New Earth community, Soulmate community, and the group. And I offer. And if you book me and I feel you are genuinely trying to make changes, which I've never to date, and I've had hundreds of reading, spotted anyone was 100% going to make changes for me to then offer a free program. I'll chuck in a free program here and there, and I read you and I'm like, I don't say it to you. Well, sometimes I do. I say it's likely you're not going to carry on, right? Because I can read it, I can see it. But I still say, here's an incentive. No one does that. So why I'm saying that is this is a contradiction, because you're an enlightened being, the sun, right? This is on you, the sun. You're here to get happiness, hope, faith, renewal, birthing a new life, and then teaching others to do the same. But this, your person is mirroring to you, Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, is that you think this is hard work, right? There's a contradiction, because it's far easier to read Eckhart Tolle book of The Power of Now, right? Living in the now. But he doesn't go into energy. He doesn't go into quantum physics. He doesn't tell you it's hard work to be as successful as he was. He gives an easy option. I was a tramp, and then so all of a sudden I wrote a program, wrote a book, and then he's a millionaire. That's one of, of this planet. So what I'm saying, it's actually for the 98%, and it actually for all people, it's hard work. 98 to 99% of people don't do the hard work. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is also my mission card with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is understanding it is hard work. Now, I normally might call you lazy, right? Because I do probably 4 times, and most 1% do 4 to 10 times more than what you do, right? Depending if they have children, single parent, etc., etc. But you say it's hard work. What I do, I'm like, no, here's the thing. It's you can do more. You choose. I've got to write a PDF, or might do a talk video in Facebook group about choices. This planet is as above, so below, as within, so without, black, white, hot, cold, your choice or your not choice, right? Oh, I don't have a choice. You do, right? It doesn't say you will like the choice. So I can guarantee you to be with your person, to be in mission, to be happy, abundant. I can triple your money. I can guarantee that, right? And I'm not just saying it. I literally will say, if I can't guarantee it, I'll give you everything you buy money back. I don't even say that. I say you can run the community if you prove me wrong, right? If your way is better, my job is to find people who want to change planet Earth. If you can do what I'm doing better than me, I'll say, go stand up there and you take over. That's my job. Not to be the main one, to make you be like me or better than me. That's why I'm here. The thing of the Eight of Pentacles, and it's very important, because of this is the reflection they're showing you. It's hard work, right? It's hard work. You choose your easy option. And why I spat out all that, because this is the divine, the Wheel of Fortune. You choose, I want to be like Sophia, and I want my person, and I want this and that, but I'll just sell some crystals or do certificate 1, 2, 3. Why do I know about quantum physics? Because I've got a master's degree in science, right? And then I spent another year studying it afterwards, because I thought that was bollocks, that was rubbish. So I went and researched my own stuff on YouTube, actually, which you can do, more about energy and quantum physics. Why do I know all about this? Because I went deep into the esoteric. Like I said, I can give you David Icke, Mark Passell. You actually get it when you buy my programs, Twin Flame Starseed. I give you a link with them. It's not part of the programs because they're separate, but very interesting. My point is, this is what you're supposed to know. So they're mirroring to you. This is divine, right? Divine timing, right? If you're not doing the hard work, this is why it's not getting together. What are the hidden factors? Well, that's kind of all the hidden factors. What's going on behind the scenes? The hidden factors and behind the scenes. And then I don't need to clarify, but I will, because it's only 14 minutes, right? So to me, how your person feels is not how they feel. It's how they're mirroring to you what to do to push this forward with the Wheel of Fortune. What are the hidden factors? They want 3. Okay. And at the bottom, 8 of Wands, communication. So I'll jump into that afterwards. So the hidden factors, 9 of Swords, Justice, 6 of Wands. So like I kind of spat out there, the hidden factors is you see it's very hard and a nightmare to get balance in your relationship, right? 9 of Swords, let me see if I can do it right way. 9 of Swords, balance, right, to be victorious. But your Twin Flame Lightworker Starseeds, right, You are here to get this. This one is the top of the tree of life. So this is about fairness, truth, legal matters, right? And balance. So what I'm saying is that you may say, Sophia, you're so fresh and rude saying I'm lazy. And what I'm saying is that no, the 1%, and I'm in that bracket of the 1%, work far, 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 far more harder than what you do. And we have the same stuff, it's called energy, as you, right? There may be situations that make it different, but if you look at a Hollywood superstar, right, it's not, you know, some have 2 kids, some have 5 kids. There's always stuff. There's always stuff. In my money program, the first thing I put is my first video. I have Caitlyn Jenner, fucking amazing. I love that woman, who I do a little snippet of her from when she's running the athlete running. I can't say that word, right? From when she didn't transition to being a woman. And she talks about everyone has stuff. Everybody has stuff, right? But you think it's a nightmare for you. Everybody. If you research Beyonce, Michael Jackson, well, I'm just saying that because they didn't have a childhood, right? Don't really like Michael Jackson anymore since I started reading images and stuff. But, right, no childhood. Obviously, fucked up, right? Then you research other people, Brad Pitt and all these Clint Eastwoods and Microsoft guy, you know, all these people. They're in their garage. They're locked in their room, script after script. You hear them, rejection after rejection. And this, you don't even start, and you're here to change this planet, the sun. Without the sun, this world is corrupted. Hello, is this world corrupted? Yes, it is. Because you are here as the sun, right? To change that. So this isn't about, oh, fairness, right? This is what you're supposed to do. I say to them lot all the time upstairs. I call them lot, because I don't say my guides, because that's ego. Nothing is mine. It's energy. We're all one. There's nothing of mine, right? Not even my kids, right? So I say to them lot upstairs, how's it fair, right? It's a fucking nightmare, right? Because I have to make programs. I have to keep making communities. I have to keep giving all my stuff for free. I give my programs to others to get things. That's not fair, right? But that's my victory, because I am the only one who gets all the downloads. I'm the one that they tell me all this stuff. I have all the answers. I know everything about the Kabbalah. There's nothing that you can't do. I'm the most successful because I give the most. And it is a natural law. You give more, you get more. The old way is done. The old way of doing things in this world, which I might do a talk video about, which I've done in my in the Facebook group about Reiki, acupuncture and all that. I'll be honest and I'll be in your face. That's old. Why is that old? Because you don't need no thing. You don't need nothing. For example, you might go to Reiki because you've got pain in the neck, pain in the leg, pain in your bum. I don't know, right? Listen, if you was doing this or what I do, as soon as I get a pain or something like that, or the download is the pain is for a reason. You lot ignore the pain. Oh, it's only a little twinge. I can go to work, and then it builds up, right? You know you don't love your person, not your twin flame. Your husband, you stay with them the next 10 years, right? You know your boss is treating you like shit, keeps asking you to do overtime. If you connect with upstairs, all this dis-ease, which creates dis-ease in your body, then you wouldn't then go and get a crystal to put on your third eye to do Reiki. That's why that stuff is gone. You don't need no thing. You are created, everybody, even, right, only the people, right, who has mental imbalance, who's like born without, you know, can't think for themselves or something like that. But even they have intuition. They can't just really access it. But otherwise, you watching this, everyone and you have intuition. That intuition is guides upstairs. I call them lot. I don't like the word guides because you think it's limited, right? Guides doesn't say one God, Jah, Buddha. Guides. I'm a guide. Because if I say I'm a guide, I guide you to be better, right? But when you think of a guide, you think of it divine, you think of it upstairs. No, I'm your guide here. So this is about understanding the bigger picture with the sun. And the sun's on you. So let's clarify. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, this is all about, like I said, about, you know, I'm communicating to you. I'm your master teacher teaching you stuff, right? And you communicate to your person, let's just meet up and just chill, and you align with them, and then you get on with mission. That's how you, this is about how you communicate with your person and how you communicate. I don't know what to say, the base of this. Are you communicating you want to be a acupuncture teacher? I don't know what they're called, right? A yoga stretcher. I don't know what they're called, right? And really, when you go within, Eight of Wands is guidance from upstairs. Do you really want to do that? Is that necessary? Is that necessary? Right? Okay, you do need health and exercise. I do go, actually, I'm doing more than one-to-one people in mission about health and exercise, because you are programmed to sit and watch. So exercise is necessary, right? But once again, if you've got pain in your bum or in your back, you know you're sitting on the chair too much, that you should get up and move around. You don't need to go and do a yoga 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if someone's saying they're going to do that, I'm like, you're attracting people who are ill, when you just got to tell them to go within and follow their own guidance, which is from upstairs. That's why that work is irrelevant, right? Look, bottom of here as well, Eight of Pentacles, which your person is mirroring to you. Mission. So let's clarify this. What do you need to know? Let's get a card on this, which I said indecision and stability. So you both are focusing on, I would say, Nine of Pentacles, just on yourself. Look, you want in your, look, Three of Wands. I want my person, Sophia, but I'm pissed off, right? I'm telling him, jog on, right? But he's always going to be in a picture. That's why he's in this picture. But he's my twin flame with the eagle, right? That's Three of Wands. Indecision of, I want them, I'm waiting for them to come back. Yeah, you do. I mean, no, not really. When my person used to go ghost early door, well, he didn't used to go ghost. Well, okay, I don't know what to say, right? If there's a break within your situation, let's just say, if you're doing mission, Eight of Pentacles, then you just get on with mission and you know it's divine. Eight of Pentacles mission, and then you know it's divine. That's it. There should be no waiting. You can be irritated and pissed off, and where's my person, and you feel like you're waiting for them. But trust me, if like you had enough with your person and you was Brad Pitt, right, would you be like, oh, okay, thinking about it, or would you be traveling to a set for 6 months, training hardcore to be something to show on the telly? They're gangster, these actors. That's why they get paid so much money, right? Because, say they're doing martial arts, you can't even go and do 2 sit-ups. So they get a script and say you got to be a martial art expert. So they go 6 months and train for a martial arts expert. Then the next film might come in and say you might have to be a social bum scum. So they have to stop all that fit training and then put on weight and eat burgers. Do you know how much they actually do? Oh, they get paid so much money. Yeah, because they do so much, right? Oh, it's a nightmare, Sophia. It's just how it is. This is what you made. The fairness is on the top of the tree of life because it's connected with the cosmic, which the top of the tree of life is the wands, which is the cosmic. You made this contract from 5D, right? So stop waiting for your ships to come in. This is what, what you need to know, and get on with it. Every single one of you, I would strongly urge you to go to my mission page. And if you think mission is expensive, because I've got a boot camp, if you can do a YouTube channel and SEO and all that kind of thing, fine. You don't have to go through mission boot camp. Mission boot camp is if you haven't got confidence and you want to get out there and stuff like that. I give you SEO. I get, help you how to put the YouTube channel, all that kind of thing. If you're like, I can do that, you can join mission, mate. You can join. But if you don't, then, you know, go and check the course compared to what other colleges and universities you pay, Reiki, acupuncture, all these certificates, which give you no guarantee. I guarantee not only I can triple your money, do you hear that? Didn't say double, triple your money, and I can make you successful and get you with your person if you join my mission. So the cost is stupid, right? Can you afford not to do it? What's this one here? This is how do you feel about them? So like I said, you feel they're being sneaky, but there's a contradiction because you're like, oh, fuck off, matey, but he's still in the picture. She's still in the picture, right? You know you need them. That's the hardest thing. I remember on my journey, I was like, fuck's sake. The hardest thing for me was I knew it was David was my person, and I knew I couldn't get anyone else to feel like that. Pissed me off. Like, fuck's sake, if I don't nail this guy, no one else is going to make me feel like this person. There's no point saying, fuck off, David, I'm going to get John. Do you see what I mean? There was no... I was like, that was the key. I was like, fuck's sake, I'm just going to get on with it, right? I'm not saying I was happy about it. I'm not like the others, love and light, stretch your toes. What the fuck? Do you know what I mean? You got contradiction here, 7 of Swords to the Sun, right? You have to find your way to understand this connection. And that's what I'm doing on I do counselling on the my counselling now, I'm doing it half price, but here's the catch. It's not catch. I'll do half an hour at a time, right? You have to do initial image reading and then an hour counselling, so I get all the big base of the information. Then half an hour, 50 quid, right? So I'm doing that option as well. And I'll talk about anything. So I'll go and read your image and then I'll say, what's going on here? What's this stuff here, right? Well, I can feel a dad, I can feel a mum, there's sexual abuse, whatever your situation. And then I do the live Zoom and you tell me, yeah, what happened, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll work out what we work on from the half an hour. That's my counselling. If you can't afford that, you tell me, Brad Pitt, Beyonce, all these people that you watch, right? Do you think they got there for free? Do you think they went to the cheap, half price, discount actors school, right? They went for the best to be the best. I'm the fucking best, right? I'll just say it. You might think other people are. Well, okay, why don't they guarantee it? Ace of Pentacles. This is understanding your physicality world. 7 of Swords to the Sun. This is understanding about how you manifest, right? And this physical plane. And I said this to a reading in, well, it was a chat video in the Facebook group. I do have an issue with Reiki, acupuncture, and stuff like that, meditation, yoga, right? Because the contradiction to me, and I always say when it's my opinion, right, is it's not the actuality of the yoga, the meditation, the Reiki, it's the art of the stillness that works. But Reiki is, I don't like the title and stuff, but here's what I'm saying. The actual physicality of placing a crystal on you is even worse because this physical world isn't real. That's why you must learn energy. Now, I'm not saying you've got to learn about quantum physics because I'm a beginner at quantum physics. I wish I could learn more. I wish I ain't got time. If I were, if I had, if they said, listen, you can have a month off, you can do what you want, I'll probably learn quantum physics more. It was so interesting to me. I done that way before I knew I was going to do tarot, right? So I'm a beginner at it. But what I'm saying is you need to understand about these physical laws, the laws on these physical plane, right? Because there's no physicality. And that's what you need to understand. You still have to work hard because there's people that are, well, I'm doing Reiki, acupuncture, crystals and all that kind of thing, right? And they're like, well, why aren't I successful? Or stuff like that. None of them are successful. You just perceive that they are. They're not, right? All Reiki healers and all that don't make much money. I can 100% guarantee it. They're all in the same boat as a normal 3D job, probably even worse, probably in debt to get the shop or the building or whatever, right? Because in reality, it doesn't work, right? This is what happens. You do something, you make them still, right? That stillness makes them feel, because when do you be still? You tell me when you're asleep. I tell you when you're still, when you're asleep, right? And you wake up and your day's going. So you get them on the whatever and they're being still. And then you bring them back into a state of awareness or whatever. It's all energy, what you're doing, right? Which is what energy healing is, really. Well, I don't like the healing. My point of this physicality is that you must understand that you must work Eight of Pentacles at it in the correct way. Like I said, people that do needles in a pinpoint Pacific origin, not origin, I don't know what zones in the body, like the left toe pin to align with your neck, like acupuncture, right, is correct. But they must work hard to understand that energy doesn't work like that, because if your body is negative in the physical body, Ace of Pentacles is negative, then that pin in that toe would only be temporary, if at all, right? Then they get up and they say, how do you feel? I feel great. I feel amazing. Get home, done, right? That's why they don't come back. The key to marketing, because I'm a marketing expert, is to get repeat customers. It's far harder to get new customers than repeat customers, right? Because they've already had your service, right? So if you book me for image reading, you think, yes, Sophia's gangster. I then say buy a master program or this program because you like my reading, right? And you know it's good, you'll buy something else. Most of these Reiki, acupuncturists, chakras don't have repeat customers because it doesn't work. That's why I know, without actually going and looking at their accounts, they're not successful. Unless you have repeat customers, there is no success, right? So it is hard work and effort. So this is understanding about the Ace of Pentacles and having a new start, understanding what I'm saying. So let's think about what's going on with your person. What's this? Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, sexual energy. This is about why would they be figuring that out? This is Empress. Strength card. This is getting the strength to restrain. They come towards you sexually until they understand that you're the one. If you don't allow them to come towards you sexually, then they never understand you're the one. Because you think when they come towards you sexually, it's just cheating or just shag buddy, right? So they are in this restraint, which is hard work because that's them. Just how you pull back emotionally, they have to pull back on sexually wanting to come towards you, having the strength to do that. I don't know. That's what I'm getting with this, right? So there could be no communication, or this isn't progressing further with your person. So they're feeling to work on themselves. I'm getting. Yeah, there's inner work they need to do here. So they may be doing inner work. You might feel they're doing inner work, and that's the delusion with the twin flame as well. I feel my person's healing because I'm doing Reiki acupuncture crystals. I'm like, no, their contract is to heal. If you're taking your time in your delusion of, acupuncture, Reiki, yoga works, right? Upstairs, the divine will say, well, she ain't getting the point. She's lost all the dots, right? Let's heal this person and let him get on with his way. That's how it works. If you stay over there not understanding how the physical plane works, that's up to you. So I feel they're working on your person over here. This restraint of sexually coming towards you in case you don't move forward and there be a separation, because the pull is the sexual desires and you'll have that emotional pull. So this is what they're working on with your person. Interesting. So this depends how you make it. You're the feminine, you're the leader. Let's get to the bottom of this. What are the hidden factors? What's going on behind the scenes? So I've got 9 of Swords, the fairness and balance. Yeah, so this is trying for you to understand a couple of things with the 10 of Pentacles here, with the Ace of Pentacles as well. So this is for you to understand how you get to the house, the car, the money, the this and that. The twin flame dynamic, I love it, is very, you know, different. Because most of you want your person to get married, to live with, to have kids and stuff. But how it kind of works, this is a very short way of saying it. When you pull back from that and you're Independent and you're not relying on your person and you're doing what you feel aligned to do, which is change planet Earth, not a creative project. I've got to do another talk about that, right? Because Reiki and that is creative projects. I had a computer business for 2 decades. That was a creative project. I done web design. That's a creative project, right? You are here to change planet Earth. You don't have that connection, that empathic, heightened sensitivity with other humans to go do Reiki, right? To go do acupuncture, which doesn't do anything unless you hard work, investigate what Reiki really is. And it's not Reiki, it's energy, right? Which can't heal if their physical body is of a negative. So this 10 of Pentacles comes round when you pull back and you work, really work, 8 of Pentacles, on it. If you want to be as successful as me or successful as the 1%, I ask you, right, to get this 10 of Pentacles like us, right? That's the everything of this physical plane. Your person moving in and all that, plus your money's up. Do you think whatever you're doing with Reiki, acupuncture, meditation, yoga, right, is as much as what I'm doing and what I have? So if it isn't, then you won't get your 10 of Pentacles. This is what this kind of, what is going on and all this, what's happening behind the scenes. It's making you understand why you are here. The contract is when you understand this, then you get it anyway. I'm full-time in mission. I was supposed to be meeting Mr. David today. I'm so busy. I'm like, you know, I couldn't meet him. I'm so busy. That's mission, right? Literally, because you are working on yourself, and that is creating your 10 of Pentacles and your person coming towards you. It just happens, right? That's what this is all about. So let's get to the 8 of Wands. 37 minutes. Oh my God. So what's this? What's the base card about? The 8 of Wands, the communication. Something about... it's not great. I'll be honest with you. Well, it depends, right? Starseed, right? I said, what's going on with the 8 of Wands, right? Communication, right? And it's like you're either a starseed or your twin flame situation will fail because you're not investing. Like I said, your person is mirroring to you after the 7 of Pentacles, right? This is you lot, right? Planting the seeds for something and still looking for something else. Because all of you lot who I'm triggering big time about, you keep going on about Reiki, acupuncture and this and that. Well, why are you still searching then? If it's you, you should be doing it. I never go and search for spiritual leaders or anyone or listen to anyone else. Not that I'm arrogant. I love learning. Mission people, I absolutely appreciate because I learn so much from them, right? It's an equal exchange to me. When they're talking to me, I learn so much from them. I'm doing a one-to-one with them, and that's learning me how to do more better myself, to do more better counseling. Everything to me I'm learning, but I still don't go and search for answers from spiritual leaders. If you're listening to this and you've got spiritual practice or then your 7 of Pentacles, it's failing, right? They're saying to you, work harder. And that's what a starseed is to do, is to strip back. That's why she's naked, right? To say, listen, I was born to just sit and watch. Right? I just sit and watch the teacher. I just sit and watch TV. I just sit and watch the laptop. Right? That's it. Right? But if I go back and I reprogram myself, that's why she's naked from birth, and I go into my emotional state, because she's the woman, emotions, and I follow my true bliss naked, not with a program belief from someone else saying Reiki acupuncture is a spiritual thing, right? From Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, hard work to investigate that actually it's not doing what it's doing, right? And it won't take you, it's not that hard. You can tell it's not transformational, right? It's not transformational. My programs are transformational. It's not arrogance, because them lot gave me the download how to create the programs, right? From the knowledge of the eight of Pentacles I knew, right? You can't just say, okay, Sophia, I'm going to buy your 20 quid deck of cards and do tarot, and I'm going to be like you, without knowing quantum physics and the Kabbalah and Tree of Life. I studied that. They pull from my knowledge the downloads of what? From the knowledge I created. Hard work. Seven of Pentacles is you. It's either you are understanding to reprogram yourself, right? Follow your bliss, strip back to what your bliss is, right? Connecting with upstairs to what to do, not for what you want to do. I really want to do that. I'm like, no, I don't do what I really want to do all the time. Let's make that clear. Then, right, your person watches you and then he learns from you. That's your person there, right? See, always in the picture. You influence them, right? But otherwise it fails because you don't invest in yourself. Seven of Pentacles is working, invested on yourself. If you're working really, really, really hard on yourself, doing the inner work, doing all the counseling, going like, I'm just giving an example. Say you book me, right? And we do the counseling and we do it every 2-3 weeks, whatever. I would suggest more than that because, you know, obviously, but, you know, but every 2 weeks, let's just say, and I'm removing the negativity. I'm going over everything. That's you loving yourself. It's not for me. Hello, I'm fine, right? That's you. Like, I want to be the best version of me. I want to be a fucking, that's why I talk about all the time the famous people. A star, right? This is a star card. A star. So I know someone who is a star, a superstar, didn't just do what I done, right? They done fucking hardcore. Go and research anyone. Think of anyone you know famous and go and look at their background. Compare it to what you do. It's not Eight of Pentacles. It's Seven of Pentacles. Failure, right? That's what you're doing. That's what I'm just here to tell you the truth. So you go and do all the work with me and then I'll say, okay, do you want to get into mission? Do you want to sell my programs? I'll get you more money. And then I'll do, when you're in mission, I'll give you one-to-one how to get your person, how to get your money. I don't do it if you just book me for counseling. Mission people get that, right? Because you invest in yourself, in me, and then I invest back. It's an equal exchange. Then, right, that's when that changes to Eight of Pentacles. Otherwise, look at what you do compared to what others do to get their person. Or it might be like other twin flames who, normally it's, what is it, 6 to 10 years when they nail their person? Something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I ain't looked for 3 years on Twin Flames advisors, right? But the old way is done. Now is about collaboration. I 100% guarantee you that. It's about collaboration because everyone realizes since this virus, no job security. So everyone wants to work for themselves. But because everyone's jumping on that bandwagon, there's not enough. Everyone's going to jump in and say, I want to work for myself, fed up with the boss giving me 0 contract hours, casual, freelance, whatever. Right? I'm going to work for myself. But everyone is thinking that. So if you collaborate with people, like I said, if you say book me and I say go to someone else, right? Go to Sonia. She needs to read your children. She does children's image reading. Your children are amazing. And I pick that up because you got a picture of your child next to you, right? Although I asked for separate images, I'm just saying, right? Then that's collaboration. And Sonia might read, and you might get someone to read or something. Sonia advice to me, that's collaboration. This is solo. The guy is there solo, right? Looking what else I can invest in. That's what you lot do. You just keep doing one thing and then you're like, I got certificate 245,000 on Reiki, 245,000 on this, 245,000 on that. I'm like, bits, that's 7 of Cups. Bits of little things and no sturdy Eight of Pentacles, right? No actuality of it. no physical. I'm like, and if you like say, oh, fuck off, Sophia, what are you talking about? Why are you watching tarot? Why are you watching me? Right? Because you're not satisfied. Your person's not with you. And this isn't a dig. This is real, right? It's truth, right? This high priestess is the truth. She holds the scroll of truth, right? And you are all the high priestess. Everyone has intuition. And that is to follow the truth. Doesn't say follow Abraham Hicks, who talks more gentle, or Eckhart Tolle, because you prefer what they say, how they say it, right? It says follow the truth, and this is truthful. Compare what you're doing to what you want someone that has what you have. And I promise you, you are not doing enough. Eight of Pentacles. And your person is mirroring that to you as the divine. This is what this is about. You're starseed, right? You're here to teach people how to do more. I'm out. Check out my Facebook group. Check out my cheaper version of counselling. I'll speak to you later.